Hogan's Heroes presents a unique setting within a Nazi German prisoner of war camp during World War II, where humor intertwines with the serious backdrop of war. The series, spanning 168 episodes over 6 seasons from 1965 to 1971, showcases the clever antics of the inmates as they engage in espionage and sabotage, all while evading their captors. Colonel Hogan leads this group, using wit and cunning to outsmart the enemy. The dynamics among the characters reveal a blend of camaraderie and conflict, highlighting the absurdity of their situation. As the plot unfolds, the characters navigate their challenges with a mix of humor and resilience, creating a captivating narrative that keeps viewers engaged. The interactions among the prisoners and their captors provide a rich tapestry of storytelling, making the show a memorable part of television history.
Underground wants to make a prisoner trade. General Burkhalter and Colonel Klink for Hans Wagner.
Burkhalter?
Colonel Klink is a central character in the series, portrayed as a bumbling yet well-meaning officer. His main goal is to keep the camp running smoothly and avoid any issues that could lead to trouble with his superiors. Klink is often seen trying to maintain order while being outsmarted by the prisoners, particularly Hogan and his team. The humor in the show often arises from Klink's attempts to assert authority, which are frequently undermined by the clever antics of the prisoners. The setting of the series plays a significant role in its charm. Most of the indoor scenes were filmed at Desilu Studios, a well-known production facility that contributed to many classic television shows. The outdoor scenes were shot at the 40 Acres backlot in Culver City, which provided a suitable backdrop for the camp environment. This combination of indoor and outdoor filming locations helped create a believable setting for the comedic situations that unfolded throughout the series. The attention to detail in the set design and the performances of the cast contributed to the show's lasting popularity. The interactions between Klink and the prisoners highlight the absurdity of war and the resilience of the human spirit, making Hogan's Heroes a unique blend of comedy and commentary. The series remains a memorable part of television history, showcasing the dynamics of power and cleverness in a lighthearted manner.
Now you get back to your post and don't mention this to a soul.
Yes, Herr Kommandant, I see nothing.
In the early production of Hogan's Heroes, the decision was made to always depict a winter setting. This choice aimed to prevent continuity issues that could arise from changing seasons. As a result, the actors often found themselves wearing heavy coats, even during the sweltering summer heat. This unique aspect of the show added an interesting layer to the filming process, as the cast had to adapt to the discomfort of wearing winter clothing in warm weather. The leather jacket worn by Bob Crane, who played the lead character Colonel Hogan, has its own fascinating history. Originally, this jacket was worn by the famous singer and actor Frank Sinatra in the film Von Ryan's Express. Later, it made another appearance when actor Greg Kinnear wore it in the movie Autofocus. This connection to notable figures in entertainment adds a touch of glamour and history to the wardrobe of Hogan's Heroes, making it not just a costume, but a piece of cinematic legacy. The combination of the winter setting and the iconic jacket contributed to the show's unique charm and appeal, creating memorable moments for viewers.
I'll do it.
How would it be if...
During the production of the television series Hogan's Heroes, a notable aspect was the background of its main cast members. Werner Klemper, who portrayed Colonel Klink, was one of the prominent Jewish actors in the show. He, along with Howard Kane, Leon Askin, and John Banner, who played the chief German characters, shared a significant history. All 4 actors were Jewish and had served in the U.S. Armed Forces during World War II. This shared experience added a unique layer to their performances, as they brought their personal histories into their roles. Klemper's decision to take on the role of Colonel Klink was influenced by his desire to ensure that the character never succeeded in any of his schemes. This choice reflected Klemper's sensitivity to the portrayal of Germans in a comedic light, especially given the historical context of the war. The series, while a comedy, navigated complex themes of war and identity, and the backgrounds of its actors contributed to its depth. The performances of Klemper and his fellow Jewish actors provided a nuanced perspective on the war, blending humor with a recognition of their pasts. Their involvement in the series highlighted the resilience and adaptability of those who had faced adversity, making Hogan's Heroes a memorable show that resonated with audiences.
Pardon, Tiger.
But of course.
Do the best you can.
Night scenes in the series Hogan's Heroes were filmed using a technique called day for night. This method allowed the filmmakers to create the illusion of nighttime while shooting during the day. However, this technique sometimes resulted in noticeable sun-cast shadows, which could break the illusion for viewers. The use of day-for-night filming was a common practice in television and film, especially when budget constraints made it difficult to shoot at night. In addition to the filming techniques, the show also featured a unique system of code names for its characters. These code names were inspired by fairy tales, adding a whimsical touch to the series. For instance, characters were given names like Papa Bear, Goldilocks, and Little Red Riding Hood. The main character, Colonel Hogan, was assigned the code name Goldilocks, which reflected his clever and resourceful nature. This playful use of fairy tale names contributed to the light-hearted tone of the show, making it a memorable part of television history.
Better records. Anybody digs a tunnel from now on, they make a note, and that's an order.
Right.
Stroganoff's delicious, LeBon.
Thank you.
Snow effects in the series Hogan's Heroes were created using various methods to enhance the visual appeal of the show. Initially, salt was used to simulate snow, providing a realistic look for the scenes that required a wintry atmosphere. However, as the series progressed, the production team shifted to using white paint patches on roofs and the ground, particularly in high-traffic areas. This change allowed for a more controlled and consistent appearance of snow, ensuring that the scenes maintained a believable winter setting without the mess that salt could create. The original script for Hogan's Heroes was set in an American jail, but the creators decided to rework it into a World War II setting. This decision was made to avoid any potential conflict with another NBC show that was also focused on a similar theme. The shift to a World War II backdrop not only provided a unique twist, but also allowed for a blend of comedy and historical context that became a hallmark of the series. The combination of clever writing and innovative production techniques contributed to the show's lasting popularity and charm.
I suppose when we get to the new Stalag, we might get organized again.
Well, I could carry a few radio pods.
The instrumental march that opened and closed episodes of Hogan's Heroes is well known, but it had secret lyrics that many fans might not be aware of. This catchy tune set the tone for the show, which combined humor with a unique setting during World War II. A quartet of cast members even released an album featuring popular songs from the 1940s, showcasing their musical talents and adding to the charm of the series. Werner Klemperer, who played Colonel Klink, was known for his comedic timing and ability to bring humor to his character. His sense of humor extended beyond the screen, as he often playfully scolded a nervous waiter in real life, reflecting the light-hearted nature of his role. Klemperer's portrayal of Klink was filled with a mix of authority and absurdity, making him a memorable character. The blend of music, humor, and character dynamics contributed to the show's lasting appeal, allowing it to remain a beloved classic in television history.
Boys and girls, you know.
Yes, the boys seem to be winning.
Bob Crane was a well-known actor, especially recognized for his role in the television series Hogan's Heroes, which aired in the 1960s. He was seen as an ideal leading man, charming and well-liked by both fans and colleagues. His public image painted him as a typical family man, someone who seemed to embody the values of the time. However, behind this facade lay a hidden life that was quite different from what the public perceived. Crane struggled with sex addiction, a fact that remained largely unknown during his lifetime. He engaged in numerous sexual encounters and even recorded many of these experiences, which showcased a stark contrast to the wholesome image he projected. This secret life was not revealed until after his tragic murder in 1978, which shocked many who had admired him. His daughter described him as a loving father, further complicating the narrative of his life. The duality of Crane's existence raises questions about the nature of public personas and the hidden struggles that individuals may face. The contrast between his charming public image and his private life serves as a reminder that people are often more complex than they appear.
Jawohl, Herr Major! Come on, stand.
Crane experienced two significant marriages in his life. His first marriage was to his high school sweetheart, and together they had 3 children. This early relationship was marked by the typical ups and downs of young love, but it ultimately ended. After this marriage, Crane found love again with Patricia Olson. Olson was not only aware of Crane's past, but also understood his struggles with addiction. She knew about his obsession with sex and his relationships with multiple partners. Despite these challenges, Olson maintained that they had a happy marriage. This acceptance of Crane's flaws and the complexities of their relationship painted a picture of a woman who was both supportive and understanding. Their life together was not without its difficulties, but Olsen's perspective highlighted a bond that endured through the trials they faced. The dynamics of their marriage reflected a unique blend of love, acceptance, and the realities of living with someone who had personal battles.
Leaves until further notice. Verstanden?
During the production of the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, the lead actor Bob Crane maintained a secret life that was unknown to his family and friends. While Crane portrayed Colonel Hogan, a clever and resourceful leader of Allied prisoners in a German POW camp during World War II, his off-screen activities were quite different. Crane was known for his charm and charisma, which made him a beloved figure on the show. However, beneath this public persona lay a hidden world that few were aware of. Crane had a passion for photography, particularly of a more adult nature, and he often engaged in relationships with various women. This aspect of his life was kept private, and even those closest to him were oblivious to the extent of his activities. The contrast between his on-screen character and his real-life behavior created a fascinating yet tragic narrative. Crane's ability to separate his public image from his private life ultimately contributed to the mystery surrounding his untimely death in 1978. The duality of his existence serves as a reminder of how public figures can lead complex lives that remain hidden from those who think they know them best.
They out of their ever-loving minds. This is crazy.
Hogan's Heroes, the 1965 television series set in a German POW camp during World War II, has sparked a variety of opinions over the years, with some viewers finding it offensive while others appreciate its unique approach to historical satire. Critics often express concern that the show trivializes the experiences of prisoners of war by presenting a comedic narrative that seems to downplay the harsh realities of captivity. This perspective is rooted in a misunderstanding of the context, as many confuse POW camps with concentration camps, leading to a perception that the show is insensitive to the suffering endured by many during the war. However, supporters of Hogan's Heroes argue that the series is not only entertaining, but also offers a more nuanced view of the war. They point to historical examples, such as Castle Kolditz, a notorious POW camp known for its elaborate escape attempts, to illustrate that the show's premise is not entirely far-fetched. In fact, British prisoners at Kolditz managed to construct a full-size glider right under the noses of their captors, demonstrating that ingenuity and resourcefulness can thrive even in dire circumstances. This historical context lends credibility to the show's portrayal of prisoners having the run of the camp and engaging in elaborate schemes. Moreover, the series serves a deeper purpose by challenging the myth of the Aryan Superman. While Nazi Germany is often depicted as a monolithic evil, Hogan's Heroes introduces viewers to a range of characters, including the bumbling Colonel Klink and the inept Sergeant Schultz. These portrayals highlight the fallibility and incompetence of the Nazi regime, suggesting that not all Germans were heroic or villainous. By using satire to depict these characters, the show effectively undermines the glorified image of the Nazi Party, presenting them instead as flawed individuals who are often the subject of mockery. In this way, Hogan's Heroes manages to balance humor with a critique of the war's historical narratives. While some may find the comedic approach inappropriate, others see it as a valuable tool for confronting the past. The ability to laugh at evil, as the show demonstrates, can be a powerful form of resistance. By presenting the enemy in a less formidable light, the series allows audiences to engage with history in a way that is both entertaining and thought-provoking. Ultimately, Hogan's Heroes remains a polarizing series, with valid arguments on both sides of the debate. While it may not resonate with everyone, its unique blend of humor and historical commentary offers a distinctive perspective on World War II that continues to spark discussion. The show's legacy is a testament to the complexities of representing history in popular media, reminding us that even in the darkest times, laughter can serve as a form of defiance.
See anything?
Well, there's some sort of antenna on the top, and the control panel's in the side.
As we wrap up our exploration of Hogan's Heroes, a show that blended humor with the backdrop of World War II, we invite you to stay tuned for an exciting bonus segment. This part will delve into the lives of the cast members after the series concluded. What paths did they take once the cameras stopped rolling? From unexpected career changes to personal triumphs and challenges, the stories of these actors are as captivating as the characters they portrayed. You will discover how their experiences on the show shaped their futures and the lasting impact it had on their lives. Prepare to uncover the fascinating journeys of Bob Crane, Werner Klemperer, and others, revealing the human side behind the laughter. This bonus content promises to provide insights that will deepen your appreciation for the show and its legacy. Stay with us as we unveil the untold stories of the Hogan's Heroes cast.
Oh, that won't give enough heat to melt these chains.
Hold it, Carter.
Larry Hovis portrayed the character Carter in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. Carter was a clever and resourceful American soldier, known for his comedic antics and ability to concoct elaborate schemes. Hovis brought a unique charm to the role, making Carter a memorable part of the ensemble cast. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Hovis faced challenges in his career. He struggled to find roles that matched the popularity of his character. He transitioned to directing and producing, working on various projects, but never regained the same level of fame. In his personal life, Hovis faced hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the pressures of being in the public eye, leading to periods of depression. Despite these struggles, he remained dedicated to his craft and continued to work in television and theater. The last known information about Hovis indicates that he passed away in 2003, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his comedic talent and the personal battles he faced throughout his life.
Standing on a corner in Stalingrad, thumbing through a Russian-German dictionary.
Harold Gould portrayed General von Schlamm in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, a character marked by a blend of authority and comedic ineptitude. His performance added depth to the show, showcasing his ability to balance humor with the serious undertones of a military figure during World War II. Gould's portrayal was notable for its subtlety, allowing the character to be both a foil to the main cast and a source of tension within the narrative. After Hogan's Heroes concluded, Gould's career continued to flourish. He appeared in various television shows and films, including roles in The Golden Girls and Rodeo, demonstrating his versatility as an actor. However, his life was not without challenges. Gould faced personal hardships, including the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where typecasting could limit an actor's opportunities. Despite these struggles, he remained a respected figure in the industry. In his later years, Gould became involved in theater, returning to his roots and finding fulfillment in live performances. He continued to act until his health declined. The last known information about Harold Gould indicates that he passed away in 2010, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a complex personal history that reflects both triumph and tragedy. His contributions to the arts remain significant, and his life story serves as a reminder of the challenges faced by those in the spotlight.
Probably a big fan of the Fuhrers.
Yeah, I should think so.
Nita Talbot portrayed Maria in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, a character that added depth and intrigue to the show. Maria, a Russian spy, was both alluring and cunning, often caught in the web of espionage and deception. Talbot's performance was marked by a blend of charm and complexity, making her a memorable figure in the series. After Hogan's Heroes, Talbot's career continued with various roles in television and film, but she faced challenges that shaped her life. In the 1970s, she encountered personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage that ended in divorce. Talbot also faced the pressures of Hollywood, where the competition was fierce, and maintaining relevance was a constant struggle. Despite these challenges, she remained resilient, taking on roles in other series and films, showcasing her versatility as an actress. In later years, Talbot stepped back from the spotlight, leading a quieter life. The last known information about her suggests she has largely stayed out of public view, focusing on her personal life away from the cameras. Her journey reflects the complexities of fame, the struggles behind the scenes, and the enduring spirit of an actress who left her mark on television history.
Rita and Count von Herzl.
Then you'll offer that side of prime beef you have in your private food locker, sir?
Believe me.
John Hoyt portrayed General Brunner in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, a character marked by a blend of authority and comedic ineptitude. Brunner, often overshadowed by the show's main characters, was a high-ranking officer in a German POW camp, embodying the tension between military seriousness and the absurdity of the show's premise. Hoyt's performance brought a unique depth to Brunner, showcasing a man caught in the absurdity of war while maintaining a facade of control. After Hogan's Heroes, Hoyt's career continued with various roles in film and television, including appearances in classic series like Star Trek and The Twilight Zone. However, his personal life was fraught with challenges. He faced financial difficulties and struggled with the pressures of fame. In the late 1970s, he was involved in a scandal regarding his personal relationships, which drew media attention and affected his public image. Despite these hardships, Hoyt remained dedicated to his craft, often taking on roles that reflected his complex personality. In his later years, Hoyt became reclusive, distancing himself from the Hollywood spotlight. He passed away in 1991, leaving behind a legacy of diverse performances. The last known information about him indicates that he spent his final years in relative obscurity, reflecting on a career that, while marked by notable roles, was also shadowed by personal struggles.
Take Hogan out of here!
Holland needs a successful test flight, Hogan. Hitler is losing control.
Alan Oppenheimer portrayed Colonel Sitzer in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, a character that stood out for his stern demeanor and complex interactions with the show's protagonists. Sitzer was a high-ranking officer, often caught in the comedic yet tense situations that arose in the POW camp. Oppenheimer's performance added depth to the character, showcasing a blend of authority and vulnerability that resonated with viewers. After Hogan's Heroes ended, Oppenheimer continued to work in television and film, lending his voice to various animated characters, including notable roles in series like The Transformers and The Smurfs. However, Oppenheimer's life was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the struggles of maintaining a career in a competitive industry. There were whispers of scandals, particularly regarding his relationships, and the pressures of fame, which cast a shadow over his later years. Despite these difficulties, he remained a respected figure in the entertainment world. The last known information about Oppenheimer indicates that he has largely stepped back from the public eye, focusing on his personal life. His legacy endures through his memorable roles and contributions to the arts.
I want a deal.
You are hardly in a position to...
It's military, Colonel, and it concerns you. But I gotta...
Parley Baer portrayed Colonel Burmeister in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, a character marked by a blend of authority and comedic ineptitude. Baer's performance brought a unique depth to the role, showcasing a man caught in the absurdity of war while maintaining a facade of control. His portrayal contributed to the show's satirical take on World War II, allowing audiences to see the humor in dire situations. After Hogan's Heroes ended, Baer continued to work in television and film, appearing in various series and movies, but his career was not without challenges. He faced personal hardships, including the struggle to find substantial roles in an industry that often typecast actors. Baer also dealt with the pressures of fame, which sometimes led to isolation. In his later years, he remained active in voice work and made guest appearances, but details about his life became scarce. The last known information indicates he passed away in 2002, leaving behind a legacy of memorable performances and a complex personal story. Arlene Martell played the role of Tiger in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. Her character was a mysterious and alluring figure, often seen as a femme fatale within the comedic context of the show. Martell's performance brought depth to the character, making her memorable despite the show's lighthearted nature. After Hogan's Heroes, Martell's career continued with various roles in television and film, including appearances in Star Trek and The Twilight Zone. However, her life was marked by personal struggles. She faced significant challenges, including the loss of her first husband, which deeply affected her. Martell also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, where she encountered typecasting, and the struggle to find substantial roles as a woman of color in a predominantly white industry. In her later years, she became involved in community theater and worked to support aspiring actors. The last known information about Martell indicates she passed away in 2014, leaving behind a legacy of resilience and talent.
He escapes! Up against the wall, Clink.
Gavin MacLeod portrayed General Metzger in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, a character that stood out for his blend of authority and comedic ineptitude. General Metzger was a high-ranking officer in a German POW camp, often caught in the antics of the American prisoners. MacLeod's performance brought a unique charm to the role, making the character memorable despite the show's comedic nature. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, McCloud faced significant challenges in his personal life. He struggled with alcoholism, which led to a tumultuous period marked by failed relationships and professional setbacks. His battle with addiction was a dark chapter, but he eventually found recovery and became an advocate for sobriety, sharing his story to help others. In later years, McCloud enjoyed a resurgence in his career, appearing in various television shows and films. He remained active in the industry until his passing in May 2021. His legacy is marked by both his iconic roles and his resilience in overcoming personal demons.
All right. Places, everybody. All right. Places, everybody. Quiet!
Henry Corden portrayed the character of Antonovich in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. Antonovich was a minor yet memorable character, a Russian officer who often found himself in humorous situations, showcasing Corden's ability to blend comedy with a touch of seriousness. Corden's performance added depth to the show, allowing viewers to see the complexities of a character caught in the absurdity of war. After Hogan's Heroes, Corden continued his career in voice acting, most notably as the voice of Fred Flintstone in various adaptations of the Flintstones. His career spanned several decades, but it was not without personal challenges. Corden faced the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the pressures of Hollywood, including the struggle to maintain relevance in a changing industry. In his later years, Corden lived a quieter life, focusing on family and personal interests. He passed away in 2005, leaving behind a legacy of diverse roles and a unique voice that resonated with audiences. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and peers alike for his contributions to entertainment.
Little lady in the red dress is dancing. Sorry, sir.
William Christopher is best known for his role as Father Mulcahy in 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. His character was a compassionate and kind-hearted chaplain, providing a moral center amidst the comedic chaos of a World War II POW camp. Christopher's portrayal brought depth to the role, balancing humor with sincerity, which resonated with audiences. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Christopher faced challenges in finding roles that matched his earlier success. He appeared in various television shows and films, but none reached the same level of acclaim. In his personal life, Christopher dealt with significant hardships. He faced the loss of his first wife, which deeply affected him. He later remarried, but the shadow of his earlier grief lingered. Christopher also battled health issues, including a diagnosis of cancer in his later years. Despite these struggles, he remained active in the entertainment industry, participating in conventions and engaging with fans. His last known public appearance was in 2016, where he shared stories from his career. William Christopher passed away in December 2021, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his beloved character and the personal challenges he overcame.
Tired? Hungry? Alone? And very much in need?
Bob Crane is best known for his role as Colonel Hogan in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. His portrayal of the clever and resourceful leader of Allied prisoners in a German POW camp showcased his comedic talent and charm. Crane's performance earned him significant acclaim, making him a household name during the show's run. However, after Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Crane faced numerous challenges. His career struggled to maintain momentum, leading him to take on various stage roles and guest appearances, but none matched the success of his earlier work. Crane's personal life was marked by scandal and tragedy. He had a tumultuous marriage, which ended in divorce, and his relationships were often troubled. He developed a reputation for his interest in adult films, and was known for his sexual escapades, which became a point of public fascination. In 1978, Crane was found murdered in his apartment in Scottsdale, Arizona, a crime that remains unsolved. The investigation revealed a complex web of relationships and potential suspects, including his friend John Henry Carpenter, who was later tried but acquitted. Crane's life was filled with contradictions, from his wholesome television persona to the darker aspects of his private life. The last known information about him remains shrouded in mystery, leaving a haunting legacy that continues to intrigue.
Wow, like a native.
Good, I want to talk to you later.
Yes, sir.
All right, one other important detail before we start.
Kathleen Freeman portrayed Gertrude Linkmeyer in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. Her character was a stern and no-nonsense camp guard, often clashing with the show's comedic protagonists. Freeman's performance brought a unique blend of authority and humor, making her a memorable part of the ensemble. After Hogan's Heroes ended, Freeman continued her career in television and film, appearing in various roles that showcased her versatility. She had notable appearances in films like The Blues Brothers, and in television shows such as The Twilight Zone and The Golden Girls. Freeman faced personal hardships throughout her life. She struggled with health issues, including a battle with cancer, which she fought with resilience. Despite her challenges, she remained dedicated to her craft. There were rumors of scandals in her early career, but she managed to maintain a professional reputation. In her later years, Freeman became a beloved figure in the acting community, known for her warmth and humor. The last known information about her indicates that she passed away in 2001, leaving behind a legacy of strong performances and a lasting impact on the entertainment industry.
Twill be better if we talk here.
Even better if we don't.
John Banner is best known for his role as Sergeant Hans Schultz in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. His portrayal of the bumbling, yet endearing guard at a German POW camp became iconic, blending humor with a subtle critique of authority. Banner's performance was marked by a unique ability to evoke sympathy, despite his character's position in a war setting. His background as a Jewish refugee from Austria, having fled the Nazis, added depth to his role, as he understood the complexities of war and oppression. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Banner faced significant challenges. His career waned, and he struggled with health issues, including obesity and heart problems. Despite his fame, he experienced financial difficulties, leading to a decline in opportunities. In his personal life, Banner dealt with the loss of loved ones, which deeply affected him. He was known to be a private man, often shying away from the spotlight, which added to the air of mystery surrounding him. In 1973, Banner passed away from a heart attack at the age of 63. His legacy remains, but details about his later years are sparse, leaving fans to ponder the complexities of his life beyond the screen. The last known information about him reflects a man who, despite his comedic roles, faced profound struggles and left an indelible mark on television history.
Tell me what this is. In there.
Richard Dawson portrayed the character Newkirk in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. Newkirk was a charming British prisoner of war known for his cleverness and wit. Dawson's performance brought a unique blend of humor and depth to the role, making him a standout character in the ensemble cast. His ability to deliver comedic lines while maintaining a sense of humanity in a challenging setting resonated with audiences. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Dawson's career continued to evolve. He became a popular game show host, most notably on Family Feud, where his charismatic style captivated viewers. However, his life was not without turmoil. Dawson faced personal hardships, including a tumultuous marriage to actress Diana Dors, which ended in divorce. He also dealt with the pressures of fame and the darker side of celebrity life, including struggles with alcoholism. In his later years, Dawson's health declined, and he battled esophageal cancer. He passed away in 2012, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his contributions to entertainment and the complexities of his personal life. Last known information indicates that he is remembered fondly by fans and colleagues alike for his talent and charisma.
The Buchhalter? And that I was playing along until I could uncover their sordid
Werner Klemperer is best known for his role as Colonel Klink in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. His portrayal of the bumbling yet charming commandant of a German POW camp became iconic, showcasing his comedic talent and ability to balance humor with the serious backdrop of World War II. Klemperer, a Jewish refugee from Nazi Germany, infused his character with a unique perspective, often using his role to subtly critique the absurdities of war and authority. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Klemperer continued to work in television and theater, earning acclaim for his performances in various productions, including a notable role in the Broadway musical Cabaret. Despite his professional success, Klemperer faced personal hardships. He struggled with the trauma of his early life as a refugee, which haunted him throughout his career. He also dealt with the pressures of typecasting, as many saw him only as Colonel Klink. In his later years, Klemperer became involved in various charitable causes, particularly those supporting Holocaust education. He passed away in 2000, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his comedic genius and the shadows of his past. The last known information about him highlights his commitment to remembering history and educating future generations.
I assure you, General, nothing is too good for Frida and Count von Herzl.
Then you'll offer that side of prime beef you have in...
John Crawford portrayed the role of the first Gestapo man in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. His character was a menacing figure, embodying the oppressive nature of the Gestapo during World War II. Crawford's performance added a layer of tension to the comedic backdrop of the show, showcasing his ability to balance menace with the absurdity of the series. After Hogan's Heroes concluded, Crawford's career continued, but he faced significant challenges. He struggled with typecasting, often being seen only as a villain due to his role in Hogan's Heroes. This limited his opportunities in Hollywood, leading to a decline in his acting career. Crawford's personal life was marked by hardships. He faced financial difficulties and battled health issues, including a serious illness that affected his later years. There were also rumors of scandals that surrounded him, though details remain murky. His later life was shrouded in mystery, with little public information available. The last known details suggest he lived a quiet life away from the spotlight, with no significant updates on his activities or health. Leon Askin portrayed General Burkhalter in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes, a character known for his stern demeanor and often humorous interactions with the show's protagonists. Askin's performance brought depth to Burkhalter, showcasing a blend of authority and vulnerability. His portrayal contributed significantly to the show's dynamic, making him a memorable figure in television history. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Askin continued to work in film and television, appearing in various roles that highlighted his versatility as an actor. However, his life was not without challenges. Askin faced personal hardships, including the loss of family members during World War II, which deeply affected him. He also dealt with the complexities of being an immigrant in America, having fled from Nazi-occupied Europe. In his later years, Askin became involved in various charitable causes, reflecting his commitment to social issues. The last known information about him indicates that he passed away in 2005, leaving behind a legacy marked by both his artistic contributions and personal struggles.
Places they should be, winter sun sparkling on the barbed wire, everything in perfect order.
Robert Clary portrayed the character Lebeau in the 1965 television series Hogan's Heroes. Lebeau was a French prisoner of war known for his charm, culinary skills, and cleverness. Clary's performance brought a unique blend of humor and depth to the character, making him a memorable part of the ensemble. Clary, a Holocaust survivor, faced immense personal challenges. He lost most of his family during the Nazi regime, which deeply influenced his life and career. After Hogan's Heroes ended in 1971, Clary continued to act in various television shows and films, but he also became a passionate advocate against anti-Semitism and for Holocaust education. His life was marked by resilience, as he often spoke about his experiences in concentration camps, sharing his story to educate others. In later years, Clary remained active in the entertainment industry, participating in conventions and interviews. As of the latest updates, Clary passed away in November 2022, leaving behind a legacy of both artistic achievement and a powerful message of survival and remembrance.
First time I ever kissed my commanding officer.
All right here, there are no...
As we wrap up our look at the 1965 TV series Hogan's Heroes, it's clear that this show left a lasting impact on its viewers and cast alike. The series, set in a German POW camp during World War II, combined humor with clever storytelling, making it a unique part of television history. The cast, including Bob Crane as Colonel Hogan and Werner Klemperer as Colonel Klink, faced various challenges in their careers, from typecasting to personal struggles. Despite these hurdles, many found success in other roles, showcasing their talent beyond the confines of the show. For those who grew up watching Hogan's Heroes, the memories of laughter and camaraderie among the characters likely hold a special place in your heart. Did you watch this show during your childhood? What stories or moments do you remember most vividly? We invite you to share your memories in the comments below. Your experiences help keep the spirit of Hogan's Heroes alive for future generations.
Oh, and that's for Liesel?
Yeah, and here's the address.
Yeah.
And let's show a little discretion, huh? Keep this just between us.